Okay. I have accumulated a lot of opinions on this Nintendo Direct, and I'm ready to just yap it up, share them all, uh, tell you guys what I think, and also probably forget a lot of what I'm going to say. Uh, but, I just need to get my opinions out there, even if it's not all of them, and if I've heard a bunch of them from other people. But Yap sessions are more fun. What is going on? Why is this full screen like this? Whatever. Okay. But it's not as fun to do these yap sessions alone if you don't have it's more fun if you have someone to yap with. So, to do so this time I have brought on my good friend and fellow Nintendoman to talk with me and discuss FoodGuy. FoodGuy, welcome. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling about this direct overall?
I am feeling great, and I have been bouncing off the walls in my head waiting to be unmuted for this moment.
Yeah, sorry. He's been sitting on mute since I started the stream. Uh,
I swear to God, I was going crazy just hearing you.
how is your day going so far though, with the direct and such?
it's, it's been going good. I especially love one feature that we'll get into this.
Yes, we'll get into it. Before we get started, I'm going to say if you have other things you need to be doing right now, you got some chores, you've got some homework, things like that. Uh, don't worry, you are not going to be missing out on too much in terms of visual cues for the stream. It's just going to be mostly us paging through so that we can look at things and remember like what all was here. What did they show? Things like that. My hope is that I might actually convert this in. Oh, Food Guy kind of quiet. All right, Food
Oh,
Guy's.
sorry. Oh.
All right, I think he's like almost I like louder than me now. Okay. Well, hopefully that comes through. But my hope is that we can convert this Yap session into a podcast and put that somewhere so people can just enjoy through listening. But
Hang on, real quick. I'm gonna hop back in. Give me a second.
okay,
Yeah, but what?
I'm supposed to
Hang
be
on.
giving open heart surgery, but this is way more important. Yummy Ches, what can I say? I'm glad you're here. This man's got his priorities straight. But I think
Where was
that
this one?
covers all the intro stuff. Food Guy, are you ready to dive in?
Half of me says yes, half of me says where is the stream? Sorry, I'm having. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Okay. I was like, wait, are we having issues?
I was having issues. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna kind of eat around the big pieces, save those for later. Looking through, first of all, it opened with oh shoot, don't do this to me. Oh wait, why don't I just start it from the beginning? There's no audio. I might just have the footage playing in the background while we're talking about it. Oh, okay, it's loading. Whatever. Um, but the direct cold opens with Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. Uh, as you guys might have remembered, I tried playing Dragon Quest 3 remake on stream. To be honest, I found it kind of frustrating. It didn't do much for me. I don't know if I'm gonna play the other ones. We'll
Oh,
see.
that was the Dragon Quest you were playing.
Yeah, the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. That was
Uh,
the one I was playing. Um,
God.
it had nothing to do with the remake. I think it was just the game itself. Obviously, this is a classic RPG, but that means that like now all the RPGs we get, I would say, are more like they just have this and then they add something to it to give it its own identity. But this means that in comparison, this just feels kind of bare bones. So I
I
guess
mean, yeah.
I don't know if you feel
I
different.
mean, yeah. Remakes are just there to remake the original game. To be fair.
Yeah, that's true. And like usually I'm excited about remakes because it's like I've never played this game before most of the time, but this one it's just I love the visuals. The HD 2D I've always thought looks great. I'm just
I
not
mean, the
super into the
concept of
gameplay.
the new character in the remake is well new.
Yeah, I guess that's
Because you
true.
saw that girl that came out of that door, right? That's apparently a new character that's in the game.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, it talks about later in the thing.
Oh, okay.
If audio will come.
Yeah, I'm not having audio on the thing right now. We're just kind of like B-roll footage. But yeah, I do think it's really weird that they like showed this to us again. It was more of a full reveal this time, and they still didn't give us a release date, which you'll see is kind of a common theme throughout this direct. But yeah, fine enough opening. Not really what I expected to start with. To be honest, these games had kind of slipped from my mind. I wasn't really thinking about them. But overall, just not my personal cup of tea, but not a ton to say about them.
I mean, yeah, you don't really think about most of the games that come up. You don't really think about old games unless they really connect with your childhood.
Yeah. Um, Next, we've got a couple of games that I had personally never heard of. We've got No Sleep for Kaname Date and Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army. Uh,
Actually,
what were you going to say?
Kamina Date, Kamina Date, when I saw it, actually looked pretty interesting.
Really? Yeah, I kind of see that. I wasn't super intrigued by any of them, but if anything, I was interested more in the Raido. I thought the combat looked kind of interesting and the detective work.
Because quite literally, me and my dad were literally talking about this game while at the dinner table while I was talking about the direct.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't really understand what it is. Seems like not really a visual novel because that's usually just like you're just watching like a movie with text boxes, but um just more of like you kind of just walk around and look at stuff, maybe solve some
I kind of,
puzzles.
I sort of relate this to like, sort of the tech.
I guess yeah, kind of Detective Pikachu if that's what you were going to say.
No, 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 no. I mean, on that line, and hang on,
Oh, it's like Ace
uh,
Attorney. I think that.
yes, yes, thank you. Oh my God,
Okay, yes, yes.
I was literally looking through my Switch library trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. I thought Ace Attorney was interesting, especially I've seen a bunch of memes about it. Um, I've never played it.
Objection.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. Uh, it's kind of interesting. I don't know how a content creator, because that kind of seems like what this Kaname or not Kaname. What's her name? Whatever the girl that they're trying to save is. I don't know how
Uh,
you get stuck in space, but I
who knows how you get stuck in space,
true.
dude?
That's probably part of the mystery.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'd say yeah, it looks kind of interesting.
Iris, that was her name. It was Iris.
Iris, okay. Yeah, I'd say overall looks pretty interesting. Definitely not like one of the things that sticks out as a highlight in the direct for me. But I mean, I'm glad that it's there for the people who care about it because I'm sure that this game has some hardcore fan base that I don't know about. And I hope you enjoy it. I don't foresee myself playing it, but if it something jumps out where people say that it's like super good, I might get interested enough to play it. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it does look interesting.
Mhm. After this, we go to let's see. We get to the Rido. This is an action RPG with detective elements. So combining two very different styles there. But I think that actually is a good idea. I've played the original Detective Pikachu not to completion, but I've played some of it
Oh,
and
it's this one.
yeah,
Oh, I remember this one.
and I liked it. I like the story and stuff, but the gameplay can get kind of boring when that's all you're sitting there doing, which that could just be a me thing. I don't know. It's been a while since I've tried to pick it up and play it. So I think adding that some of that actual real-time combat in there is a good way to mix it up. The demon summoner mechanic and where you
Those
can
de-
get other
those
demons to come with
demons
you.
look goofy.
They do look kind of goofy, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather them look goofy than like actually scary because I'm not a big horror guy. Uh,
Yeah.
it almost looks like with the combat part and how you can like get them to come with you. It's sort of like Monster Hunter meets Pokemon almost. I feel
And
like.
I think that capture mechanic was like Skylanders, like bringing the
Oh yeah, yeah, putting them in the trap.
thingamajiggies.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that. I had thought more of like just Pokemon, but yeah, that's actually a good comparison because they're like the bad guys you defeat.
I mean, any sort of game where you catch things is something you can relate it to.
Yeah. Um, I don't know how much I see myself playing this game. It's made by Atlas, which I don't know if you know. They are the people that made Persona. But honestly, if I found myself
This,
interested enough, I could see myself maybe taking a liking to this game and be willing to try it out. I don't know how you feel.
I could see myself. At the same time, I have to get online money.
True. Yeah, because
While I do got them racks, it's all in physical money.
I'm. Yeah, so just as a commentary, like at this point when I'm watching the direct, first of all, going in, I was not expecting much. I was expecting maybe smaller reveals like this. I was expecting more information on games we already knew about. I was expecting basically for it to be a presentation where just the major big thing is that they're going to give us more information on Metroid Prime 4. And sorry, what were you going to say?
Silk Song.
Yeah,
What Silk Song
I
is?
was hoping for a Silk Song reveal because there's been some rumblings about that. There's that whole thing with Team Cherry's, I think it's like Twitter page. Wait, Persona? Yes, you never see it coming. You're right. I feel like it's
I mean, that's literally the theme of the direct. You never know what games are coming.
yes, but so by this point when I'm watching this, I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I expect. In terms of Nintendo Directs, I really don't have high hopes. I can't see the time step. We're already like four and at almost 5 minutes in, and like nothing notable for me has been put up so far. Like it's, I only knew what one of the games was that we've gone to so far, which I thought was really weird. Like normally I at least kind of know what some of these are, or I've like heard of something similar. There's obviously the ones in there that I've like I don't know what this is, but like the fact that at first watch none of this was interesting me was kind of strange. Looking back, this game, the Raito, is probably the most interesting one that we've seen so far that I would actually be most interested in playing, is what I mean. But yeah, at this point, I didn't have high hopes for the direct. But obviously, my opinion would change.
Uh, Excuse me.
No worries.
I drink water, so yeah.
And then we actually are going on to Shadow Labyrinth next. Have you heard about this game, or did you remember seeing it?
No, I don't remember talking or seeing it.
Okay, so this game was originally revealed at the Game Awards last December. It's basically
No.
it's made by Bandai Namco. It's an edgy Metroidvania mixed with Pac-Man.
Oh, it's the Pac-Man one.
Yes, this is like an edgy, dark Pac-Man action Metroidvania. Uh, Now you first look at it, that sounds super weird, and like, why would you do that? For some reason, they named him Puck instead of Pac. Maybe that's a lore thing. As far as Metroidvanias and games go, like if you ignore that part, or I guess it's actually more if you take it into account, I think this game actually looks pretty good.
I when I saw like the fighting, it always reminded me of Hollow Knight in the sense.
Yes, and like how you uh, when you transform into this Gaia form and then you eat the enemies as the Pac-Man, that's how you
Yeah.
get like the upgrades for like the Metroidvania ability-based progression. That's how you get the upgrades. I think that's really interesting. Um,
I could see myself getting this game.
yeah, I could actually like I know I just said before that was what I was most interested in, but as far as like indie third party celebration, not celebrations, announcements, this is definitely the one I was most interested in. I could see myself playing Shadow Labyrinth.
July 18th, don't mark that on my calendar.
Yeah,
My Nintendo calendar.
July
Oh
18th.
wait,
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, no, don't worry. We will get to that eventually though. Yes, Shadow Labyrinth I actually thought was really cool. Um Not really sure anything about the story. I'm just think it looks good based on gameplay alone. But
probably the closest thing we got to Silk Song.
yes. Hey, there's still hope. I honestly I still think we could see Silk Song next week at the Switch 2 Direct.
There's still hope.
Oh, Okay, then after this, we actually get another really good one. Now that I say that, I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if
there's
that was my
another one.
favorite
Me and my
third
dad
party.
were talking about.
Patapon. I have never heard of this game until I saw it in the direct. The biggest notable thing about it, these two games were originally on PSP. That's the PlayStation Portable. So the fact that we have a Sony, okay, Bandai Namco clearly made it, but the fact that we had a game that was basically a Sony IP that we're getting on the Switch now is really interesting. Like, I, I don't know what to say about it.
I really like this. I really like the like.
Yeah, I think the gameplay does look really interesting. I like the rhythm base where it's like you're the drums, you're telling them what to do. I am confused as like, are you gonna have to try to remember all of the combinations for to tell them what to do?
No. It's said later in the thing there was gonna be some like quips and yeah. See, there's an always
Oh,
show.
okay, yeah, I didn't see that before. That's good. Obviously, I think I don't know if they're called Patapon. I'm pretty sure the little guys, they're adorable. Getting to command them, it's
They're all
different.
called pat. They're all either called pat something or something pawn.
Oh,
As
okay,
far
that
as
makes sense. And then yeah, the pata pata pon pon. That's like it also mimics the drum sounds. Um, yes, I think it looks good. It's definitely giving Pikmin vibes with commanding a bunch of small little cute guys. And I like Pikmin. I don't know if you guys know this.
oh boy, considering what used to be your alias, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to this July 11th. The big problem I'm really seeing with these is depending on when we get a Switch 2, which I guess the eShops I'm guessing will be linked. I guess we'll find out more next week. It's just if we've got big new first party Switch 2 titles come out, I feel like I'm going to be skipping over a lot of these small games. But I kind of
Yeah.
hope not. Um I I really don't know. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. I'm guessing both of these are not going to cost very much, so we'll just have to see where I'm at. But yeah, definitely I'm interested if I am like focused on it at the time. Those are both July. They're a week apart. That's actually interesting. We,
Yeah, first it's either first Papon or Pac-Man, then just get the other later.
mm-hmm. Oh, and those are both Bandai Namco games. How interesting.
oh.
But this one's a remake. The other one's a new game. But yes, overall thoughts on Patapon. I think it looks really good. I love how there's the different forms. I really hope I get stuck into this game. Like, just a firm weed that refuses to let go. I hope it becomes like another Pikmin for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly like this game. The only question I have about it is though, like, do you have to follow a certain beat or can you just press the buttons in simultaneous order?
Oh, I see. I think it's like
Like
I know.
type them really fast but have the command still work. Cause like when they do it in there, they do it in like a bop 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 bop. I
Yeah,
just don't know if that has to be
I don't know
yeah.
because he's. I don't know if. Yeah, I wonder if you have to like follow if there's like a cadence where you have to follow the beat. Because I know it says if you do the commands in quick succession, you get a fever, like we're seeing on the screen, where they're gonna like do extra damage or something like that. But yeah, the question is,
Yeah, they all end in pawn.
how quickly can you chain the individual button presses together? That's a good question. You'd probably have to take a look at just the original game, and I'm sure you can find someone playing it online, and then you could probably find an answer to that pretty easily. But overall, yes, I love it. I can't wait to play it, even if I end up sitting here playing it in like 2029. Okay.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh yes, and then Story of Seasons. First time I watched through this direct, this was one of those things where it's like, ooh, a cold cut. What is it? Uh,
It's
and then I was like, Story of
3D
Seasons.
Star 3D Stardew
Yes, and
without the fight.
I was like, oh, Story of Seasons. This is something that I can just tune out. Looking back at it, this game looks pretty good. I'll say it.
Eh,
I mean, the graphics are nothing special in my opinion. They look a little low budget. This isn't like something I'd go after, like, I mean, this isn't going to be my first pick if I see a bunch of games at the store, but I could see myself enjoying this one. The only thing with farming for me, farming games, I've never fully gotten into one. It's just it's a lot of waiting, and it's can also be stressful. So I'm not sure, and the fact that I already have Stardew, I guess I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. I think the transportation thing, where it's like you can see him sailing on the wind, I think that's an interesting way to go about it. It makes it,
Ellie.
yeah, yeah, that's like a leaf, I think. And I don't know what those things are. Uh, or like there's a bunch of mini games, just things like that. It's
It just looks like 3D Stardew.
yeah, but at this point, that's what most farming sims are. So, uh,
Fair.
but I overall think it looks pretty good. It's you're selling stuff, you're talking to people, you're getting married, you're farming. Very Stardew.
Stardew.
Okay, we're gonna skip over the big one right now. I do think it's very funny after they talked about Metroid, they jumped to Disney Villains Cafe. Who was
Oh, I
asking
didn't
for
realize
this?
that was.
But yes, I think it's very funny.
I'm throwing up invisible words because I was trying to respond to that, but I couldn't.
Oh, yeah. No, just yeah. I, who who was ask who was looking for a good game where you like put things, it looks like Stardew meets Animal Crossing or Zelda graphics. Yeah, I would describe Story of Seasons that way. That's
Stardew meets Animal Crossing with 3D and Zelda graphics.
yeah, I would say that. Okay, but yes, seriously, who was sitting here like, oh man, I just need a game where you mix things together and you give food to people like cafe style. And I love
I mean,
Disney
Pokemon
villains,
Cafe
man.
is it.
Like I if it's not there with Disney villains wearing specific cafe outfits, it's just not for me. Like,
I mean, to be fair, you don't know what people are going to want, slash, like, you
yep,
gotta put something in their faces and see how it turns out.
true. And I know a lot of people like Disney. I'm not saying it's a bad thing for liking Disney, but it's also strange that it's like Disney villains specifically. And it seems like there's actually some sort of like plot that the game follows, which I guess you do bring up a good point. Pokemon Cafe Remix is very popular, and that's just a tie-in cafe game, so I can't make any judgments. It just feels so random.
And then at the same time, in the direct, sorry, because no audio, but it does say there was going to be, like, some story behind, like, the actual villain.
Oh yeah, because here
Like,
Maleficent is
or,
saying
like,
like
put them
villain.
in a new light, in quotes.
Yeah, it's saying like villain, such a misused title. That could be right. Yeah, maybe. Okay, then maybe the story is what's carrying it. I'm not really sure. And it's like it looks like they're making the things for each other.
Use my.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, I guess I don't know. Yeah, they're making potions and stuff. I guess it could be interesting. Definitely not for me. But for those who are interested, I'm glad you're happy. It came out today. It's on the eShop, so you can go get it now if you want.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Yeah,
I forgot that was one of the later today titles.
yeah, one of the shadow drops. Oh, okay. Next, we've got another sort of farming sim ish without actually being a farming sim. It's just a simulation, like a school. The magic aspect. This is Witchbrook. I I was intrigued
Cool.
at first.
Pokemon Violet, Scarlet. Sorry.
I don't understand the joke. Wait, I'm actually confused.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were students in an academy.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I see now. But yeah, so we see people doing class. That's kind of crazy how they just pulled up with the summoning circle to do rituals.
I mean, it's a witch school. They're gonna do some summoning.
I guess that's true. Uh,
I cast necromancy.
so, but yeah, they did that. It that actually looked like it had a pretty good map of like constellations that you could look at through a telescope. Overall, the pixel art is kind of what drew me in at first as well. It's I really like the art in this game. It looks really good. Uh, but I do think it's kind of funny that outside of being in classes, it's like your main thing to do is to either make items or get jobs to make money to pay off your like student loans or something like that. And you can do it with other people. It's just like what is the core gameplay loop? Like how people ask like what you're doing in a day-to-day job, like in the minute-to-minute game or moment-to-moment gameplay, I should say. Like what are you doing in this game? I feel like that's kind of unclear. It looked like there was some like house designing stuff, but I feel like it didn't really show like what you're going to be doing in the game as much.
And does holiday mean like Christmas? I
Yeah,
was confused with that.
holiday,
Okay.
yes, when that's usually like Christmas time. Usually it's when they say holiday or like a holiday title, it's anywhere between October and December.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I love the art, love the whole magic thing. Just kind of confused as to what the game itself is. But you know, pretty interesting overall. Oh, okay. I was sneaking ahead to see what we've got next. The Eternal Life of Goldman is one of the things in here, but first we've got. Oh yeah, okay, it is
Oh yeah,
first.
right. It was the collection of old
Yeah,
games.
this is a new game, I think, actually. Um, Now this could be the art style. This game, I am getting Cuphead vibes from. Like platform adventure, looks like it could be kind of difficult. Older cartoony style.
I could also say Hollow Knight again.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I like how you can customize. It's funny that you're playing as an old man. I like how you can customize the cane to give it different abilities. Oh, I gotta go back. Rerun that. We're not done talking about this one. I even sent a message to FoodGuy earlier. I'm like, I forgot about this game. It actually looks really good too. I could actually see myself playing this game. Um, just the gameplay itself, the different abilities is what really draws me in. And yeah, and then after that we get dropped into, oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. Gradius, that's what it's called. This is clearly a
We get
retro.
a bunch of old spaceship shooters
Yeah,
ported to the Switch,
shoot 'em ups.
basically.
Yeah, to celebrate Gradius' 40th anniversary. I feel like I've heard this series name somewhere. I've never played it. Looks like basic space shooters, as FoodGuy said. I don't know. You anything about these stand out to you, FoodGuy?
No, not really.
I mean, we're probably just the
Basically, a
wrong
bunch
crowd
of
for this.
Galactica. Of
Yeah.
course, varying between different abilities, slash different enemies. Well, that's what?
Sorry, I went ahead too early. It's just it immediately goes between.
No,
Um,
sorry, I was just confused. I didn't remember that part.
yeah. So yeah, obviously just alternating between perspective down here and over here, almost kind of a bullet hell sort of look in terms of game design. It's very busy on screen, lots to kill, lots attacking you. Um, Clearly, if it's been around for 40 years, it's pretty tried and true. This looks like it came out of the arcade. I don't know if it's old enough to be that though, but that's definitely the kind of game this is. I'm sure there's a lot of hardcore fans out there. I just feel like I'm not the right fit. I was not the person this announcement was meant for. Uh
I wasn't born all the way back when. I don't know much about this game.
and then yes, after this we go to Rift of the Necrodancer. Are you familiar with Crypt of the Necrodancer, the series?
No.
Okay, so I'll give you a brief synopsis. Think basically like a top-down Zelda game, sort of, but on fields where there are enemies, you time your movements and attacks to a beat. So everything is in step, and all the enemies move in step, and that's how you defeat them. And other than that, you're just going through dungeons and fighting bosses and stuff. They even did a crossover with Zelda called Cadence of Hyrule. I thought that was interesting. I've tried it a little bit. I thought it was kind of fun. But yeah, I think it's very interesting and it's fun to see a Zelda and indie crossover. But this is a
Perfect.
spin off of that, uh, where it looks almost Guitar Hero ish.
Bro, I pop off during Fortnite Festival slash Friday Funkin'. You do not believe. I have them notes.
I'm also glad that you brought that up because with the artwork and like the character uh art, I was also thinking of like this looks like Friday Night Funkin'. I've never played it, but um I can definitely see where you're coming from. I'm not sure if I'll check this out. I think I could have a lot of fun with it. I could have not a lot of fun with it. Sorry, I'm pretty wishy-washy on a lot of these indies and third parties. What I thought was interesting is that they have paid DLC packs that will. Oh, the boss fights look cool, by the way. Where it's like you're actually there.
Oh, oh, so it's like Guitar Hero with Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah, sort of. I don't. I think those other modes are like mini games. They're not like main story. But I can see where you're coming from with that. If it was more like Rhythm Heaven, then I could definitely see myself being more interested. I just feel like if you're sticking to this on rails button pressy thing, it could get a little boring. I'm not sure. But where my interest was piqued is that they have paid DLC packs for Celeste and other games coming. So I'm guessing you're playing music from that game. Like in this trailer, we see Celeste music, and then we see the guy from Pizza Tower here, which I thought is really cool. And
Wait,
then
what? Pepino.
is that his name?
Yes, that's his name.
Chat. I want to play Pizza Tower so bad. I'm not even kidding.
It's still on my wish list.
Yeah, same. It looks so fun. So
All
yeah,
right, sorry.
Rift of the Necrodancer, very cool. Might pick it up when it comes out. Or oh, this was another today. This was yeah. I forgot about that. Um, we'll see. Might pick it up.
Shadow.
Not super jumping out to me. I think I always think it's fun when a game does DLC where it collaborates with other games. Like here we've got Pizza Tower and Celeste, or like how Balatro has like Bug Snacks and Among Us and Vampire Survivors and all the
Yeah,
others.
but at the same time, those are free and those are cards.
Yeah, like I just think it's fun to see the collaboration. Here it's paid, but you're getting like new songs for it, so I can see them
Yeah.
listening. But yeah, Rift of the Necro Dancer, pretty.
Sort of like how the Shovel Knight amiibos work in just shapes and beats.
What do they do in that game? Do they unlock new songs?
Yeah, they unlock Shovel Knight songs.
Oh, that's epic. And then isn't there
Of
also
course.
an Undertale song in
Sorry.
that game?
Hmm. Oh yeah, Spider Dance.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I thought there was one.
Yeah, Spider. It's a Spider Dance remix.
Yeah, I haven't played that game. It looks pretty fun, kind of giving Geometry Dash vibes, which makes sense because it's shapes and music.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say
beats.
shapes and beats, I dare say.
Ah!
But yeah, what were you gonna say about that game with Shovel Knight?
Oh yeah, and then of course if you don't have like the amiibos, it's just also a point amount after the main story.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So then, like, you don't
So
have to have the
it's
amiibo.
exactly. But at the same time, if you have an amiibo, it makes it go quicker.
That's nice.
Personally, I just used my emulator to get all the Shovel Knight songs because
Whoa. Please don't strike me. Don't come after me, Nintendo Ninjas, please.
I want to see.
No, don't worry.
I'm not gonna say that here. I'm not gonna say that here.
um, all right. Yes, Rift of the Necrodancer. Shapes and Beats, that sounds fun. I might have to pick that up.
Yeah.
But yes, Rift of the Necrodancer. I really like the artwork. I'll say that. But let's see. What do we got next here? Oh, okay. Next we have Tamagotchi Plaza. I was one of the many that always thought it was pronounced Tamagotchi. Apparently not. You'll definitely hear me
Yeah,
slip up.
my dad corrected me on that because I said either Tamagotchi or Tamagotcha.
Yeah. So this is a game where it's like there's different stores you go into. There's 12 and there's like different things you do in there. They're kind of like mini games. It seems like I don't know if there's like levels to them or different things in there. I feel like if this is all that's in there and there's 12 of them, it, this game is going to be pretty light on content. I feel like you're gonna get through all of it and might get bored pretty quick.
I feel like it's just a really kid game. Sort of.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it feels like a very like little kid game, which is weird because most little kids probably aren't gonna know what a Tamagotchi is.
I don't even know what a Tamagotchi is.
Those are they were more popular in the early 2000s. Those things that you put on like a keychain that were like a little pet.
Oh,
Yeah,
those! Okay, sorry, never mind. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's what this is based off of. I mean, I think they're adorable. Just the
Oh,
game,
yeah, now I see it. Okay.
I don't. I think it's gonna be just light on content. Holy, how many games did Bandai Namco put in here? Do they always have this many in directs? Because this is them
Don't
too.
know. This is the first direct I've actually seen throughout all of.
Okay, we're gonna skip to the next batch. This is like their sizzle reel. And then we're gonna go through more highlights, uh, and or headlines. That's the word. And then we'll start eating at the big stuff.
Munch, munch, munch.
Okay, here we've got. It's just going through them quick. High on Life. I've never played this
Oh, High
game.
on Life?
That's I've heard
Nope.
that this gun is very funny and he's a bit inappropriate, but he's quite
Oh,
funny.
yeah. No, yeah. That game is going to be a very sort of wild ride. It is a bit inappropriate at times, I will tell you that.
I wonder I wonder how well it's gonna run on Switch. I'm sure it's just gonna look like garbage, but I hope it runs well other than that.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, we've got that in here.
I
What were you gonna say?
I didn't get to see a lot of it because my phone was in my pocket at the time
Oh
because
yeah,
classrooms.
yeah. You were listening to this at school.
Yeah, I was like at the start of 9 p.m. We saw 10 minutes of first period.
Yeah, relatable.
Then we had to,
I was sitting in class and I'm like, I am putting this on while I get my work done. I'm not missing the direct. I know you can watch it later, but I'm
yeah,
like, I want to watch it now, which is
I
probably
want
a
to
bad
watch
thing.
now. I want to know the news now.
Guys, don't do that. You might get in trouble, and I don't want to be held responsible for that. And don't worry, my teacher saw it. I think he was okay with it. Because, like, we just did one more thing, and then we were packing up for the day. So, I don't know. This is off point, off topic. Over here, we've got Star Overdrive, kind of like a skating game meets action. So, maybe like Tony Hawk. I've never played it. This game, I feel like, has been in the works for a long time. I keep seeing it on the eShop.
Available April 10th. Pre-orders available now.
So yeah, like it's mobility and action. This one, the Wandering Village. This looks like another farming sim. I really like the art style where it's like the little simple 2D people in the 3D area. I think that looks really nice.
Reminds me of like the Pokemon Black games.
Yeah, of course. And then oh, it's like it keeps zooming out. Like so it's super specific. And then we've got I'm going to go back to that one. I actually want to look at that more.
What?
Okay,
I just realized what
we'll
that
get to
name
that.
said.
We'll
Oh
get
my
to that in a second. Yeah,
god.
clearly, like city builder. I think that would be an interesting gimmick if it's like the farther you zoom out, you can like work on its like bigger environments, so you can get as detailed as you want, and then that's just like a mountain of content by itself. Like zoom out more and develop that
A
space.
literal mountain because you
Yeah,
zoom out.
like this this area here is like it's on the first area is on the dinosaur's back, and then you zoom out and you see the area the dinosaur's walking around in, and it just keeps going out. So it's like, are you going to be able to work on all of those? I'm guessing so, because then like you zoom in even more to, I'm guessing there's like a forest area somewhere, and you see like bugs in there, so that must be super zoomed in. But I'm not sure. Oh, I'm just rambling at this point. It looks great. I don't really know what the game
That's
is.
what we're here to do, Kurt.
This
CJ Mick.
this is the Yap sesh, I guess. So, any thoughts on the Wandering Village?
Eh.
Eh. art art style looks great. Not sure if it's gonna be something I'll actually play. Uh,
Yeah.
after this, I believe they revealed this actually at the last direct or at a partner showcase. Oh, if it'll actually go to it now. King of Meat.
What?
I don't remember why it's called this. I don't know if they're like meat people. This is like a sort of a, I think it's like a free for all, just like battle royale mini game, almost sort of Fall Guys-y type thing. I
Yeah.
remember the first time I saw this, I was like, I do not care about it. Looking back, it skipped ahead again. Uh, I think it looks really fun actually. This looks like it should be a free to play game though, but I don't think it is.
You'll see during the year of 2025.
Yeah. I do think it's funny. The people, I feel like look kind of like the costumes for for the Switch Sports people.
They looked like Splatoon characters for a second until I looked at it.
I think they kind of look like the Switch Sports people. Like I don't,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really makes sense, but I just think it's funny. So yeah,
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I don't know. Looks like you squad up with your friends, maybe kind of Splatoony, Fall Guys type thing. Might be fun. Feels like it should be free to play. Otherwise, I don't know if I'll play it. So I guess we'll see. Next, we've got, what is this? Louse Lagoon? What game is this? These were going by so fast, I don't remember most of them. Looks like some sort of airplane adventure. Oh, see, like, look how, this is a sizzle reel for a reason. It goes so fast. Looks almost kind of Zelda-like, just with, like, airplane elements. Clearly she's, this must be Lou, I don't know, is dressed as a pirate. Not a pirate, a
Whoa.
pilot. I meant pilot. I
Oh.
meant pilot. It's late.
Sorry,
Sorry.
it's the middle of the night.
But yes, she looks like a pilot. So that explains the airplane stuff. Kind of reminds me of pilot wings, is what I was going to
No,
say.
it's totally a pirate, man.
Or I guess I could say pirate wings because apparently she looks like a pirate. Yes, looks fun. Looks like a lot of mobility-based game. Looks like maybe some puzzles. So I'd say overall somewhat Zelda-like. Definitely mobility-based though. And then after this, it quickly transitions. Now I'm at the beginning again. Uh, to Fantasy Life, which if it switches, there we go. This game looks really good. This is Stardew Valley by the looks of it, focused more on the combat. So it's actually a lot like Kataria Fables. If you guys remember, we played that
It
for like
almost looks like that Geomic Pokemon game.
Geomic.
Pokemon. Yeah, look him.
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon Quest.
Oh yes, I thought you were talking about like an off-brand like Pokemon game. No, yeah,
It,
makes
it is
sense.
sort of up there.
Yeah. Um. I'd agree with that. I'd say the closest comparison I could make is a game called Kataria Fables, which we played for like 30 minutes on stream just around Christmas time. It's still sitting in my Steam library. We might go back to it sometime. Which it's basically this. It's Stardew with more focus on the combat. And I think that looks fun, so I'd say I'm actually more interested in Fantasy Life from this direct than Story of Seasons. Except for the fact this is footage that's supposed to like I don't know if chat. I don't know if you guys know this. Game trailers are supposed to make the games look good and like show the best parts of the game. This entire sizzle reel, they oh, don't do this to me now. Sorry, it's loading. It struggles to
Listen,
run.
listen.
It's like the whole trailer for this game, or the whole sizzle, it runs at like 15 frames per second. Like, what are you doing in a farming sim with like light combat that you're having frame rate issues? I feel like that's something to be concerned about. I guess what say you? Food Guy.
No, what, huh?
The Fantasy Life.
Never heard of it. Oh no, wait, sorry, you're asking. My mind is whack
That's
sometimes.
okay. It's late. Uh, I don't know, just like anything standing out to you about this game. I think it looks fun. Just frame rate is terrible in the trailer.
I mean, I can't really see the frame rate because I get a slideshow over here on Discord.
Oh yeah, no, that's just how this video is running in full screen for some reason, except for the fact that it's loading now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just kind of low res overall, and I don't really know why. Looks fun though, so maybe I'm hoping that's an issue when they were exporting like the video over, and it's not that the game actually runs that bad, because I think they could have a good game on their hands. But let's see, what do we have next? Is there any more sizzles, or is this the last one? But yeah, see, you like get to ride on a dragon. Okay, we're back to the longer highlights, so thank goodness, so I can actually like let the footage play. Uh, Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. This is another RPG, sprite based, except for the backgrounds are like painterly watercolors, and that mixed with the sprites, I just feel like doesn't look good. Like the sprites don't have aren't clear enough, where it just makes them look kind of fuzzy. I feel like if they had like clearer pixels, then it would make it look better. I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's just a commentary thing. Like, I'm not really interested in this game at all. I think this was another one that came out today. I don't remember though. I mean, this looks like another just basic. It's an RPG type game. No frills, no nothing. Which that might be a good thing for some people. Some people just might like their basic RPG fix. But sometimes, a lot of the times, I feel like when that happens, it's more it just ends up feeling lesser because of how many things are doing more with that core formula. Let's see. You got anything to say about that one, Food Guy?
No?
Alrighty then. We move on to. We can probably start snapping through some of these highlights a little quicker because we got some big pieces of meat to get
We've
down
got,
yet.
yeah, we've got big chunks of snacks to bite through.
Okay, yeah, then we go to Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2 being released, or re-released, I think it is, on Switch. These are apparently, like, very good puzzle games. I don't think I've ever heard of these. Simple art style
Oh,
is
they're
kind
like
of charming.
optical illusions. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it'd be fun. I'm usually not a huge puzzle game guy, or when I am, it's like arcade games, well, quote unquote arcade. Like, my this sounds stupid. If you
We need
ask
to
me,
play Portal again sometime, man.
oh yeah, I forgot about Portal. I guess Portal is a puzzle game that I do like. Yeah, if because before that I was gonna say if you ask me what my favorite puzzle game is, which considering Portal, even if I do think about that, I'm not sure which one it'd be. If you ask me my favorite puzzle game, it's gonna be either Portal or Tetris, which are kind of basic, I guess. I'm just not a huge puzzle game guy.
I mean, hey, I'm in the same boat. My favorite puzzle is Portal.
So yeah, they
Now you're thinking of, sorry.
were you about to say the line?
Yeah, I was about to say the line. Now you're thinking with portals.
There we go. That's what we need. That's our cup of coffee. Now we're thinking with portals. I'm feeling more awake already. But yeah, so we got Monument Valley 2, and then I don't know if this was like a reveal or if this was like something that had already been shown off, but then they announced and said like pretty much nothing about that Monument Valley 3 is coming. Good for those people. we're not gonna go much into those because there's like no substance there for Monument Valley 3. But overall, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think the second one might be co-op, but I'm not sure.
Oh, look like it.
You know what we should play on stream? I've said it to you before. We should play It Takes Two.
Oh yeah, right.
Or those same developers just made a new one called Split Fiction, where it's like it's two authors going into their book worlds, and one of them's like sci-fi and the other one's fantasy, and they have to work through them together.
Oh,
I think that one's only on like PC and PS5 and Xbox though.
oh, is it like a? Is it a 2D one?
No, it's like sort of a top-down thing again most of the time, but yeah, similar to It Takes Two type stuff.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, we should
Yeah.
definitely play one of those because only one of us has to buy it, and then the other one gets the friend pass, and we can play online. That would be so fun.
All right.
But yes, next we've got everybody's what's it called? Everybody's golf hot shots. This was another
Oh my
one.
god, my dad pointed this first when I mentioned the Nintendo Switch Direct.
Really?
Yes, this is the first thing he literally pointed out when I mentioned the Nintendo Switch Direct to me, if he had seen it yet.
um. Yes, this is. I think this is a fairly big series. I think this was another one that was originally more of a PlayStation thing, which is interesting. Um, honestly, it looks like it looks like Mario Golf, which is kind of I think what it's imitating. If anything, it's a little bit more realistic in how the golf is played. Uh, I'm no golf
I
expert.
mean, there could, I mean, there, it is sort of like Wii Sports Golf. I could see
Yeah,
it.
that would be a good way to put it. Um, the the character models I feel like don't really mesh with the world design well. They look a little low budget, or some of them look a little creepy, like with just how like actual how realistic their facial designs are, I guess. But overall, yeah, it's fun. I like it. I'm not gonna get it probably, but good for the people that care about it. So your dad was interested in everybody's golf.
It was the first thing he mentioned when I said if he seen the Direct today or
Well, everyone drop a W for Food Guy's dad. We gotta
not.
we gotta get him that the everybody's golf hot shots. Got, should we do everybody's golf stream? Aye. We're not doing that unless you guys get us to like 500 followers, or if you ask very nicely, or if you ask very nicely, we might do it. Oh, I accidentally triggered the sleep sounds on my alarm. I hope the things aren't too loud.
Sleep sounds.
Oh wait, they're gone.
How do you trigger your sleep sounds?
Uh, the Alarmo has this thing where it's like you set your like a bedtime, and then the motion sensor when it sees you walk by. I must have leaned back far enough in my chair, because then normally it's like it senses you getting into bed is what it thinks it sees when the motion sensor goes off. So it like triggers the sleep sounds to start to help you fall asleep.
I see.
And for the Pikmin theme, which is what I have it on right now, it's just like the Pikmin end of day music, and it plays. I'm pretty sure they're all set. They play for like 10 minutes. So yeah.
Gotcha.
But anyways, moving on. What is next? Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This is a beat 'em up. The first time I watched the direct, I did not care about this at all. Looking back, I mean, I looked at this the first time. First of all, the sprite work is very good. This is made by Dot Emu, who also made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. I have that game. It's like the same sort of
Oh,
gameplay style as this game actually.
like the arcade.
Yeah, they're like arcade beat 'em ups. This game has the gimmick of like you choose two characters and you can swap between them on the fly. I tried to get into Ninja Turtles. I have it. I might try it again. Like seeing this is kind of giving me that itch, because I was like, it's so repetitive. I didn't really get into it. But looking at this, just going around and beating a bunch of guys up, It's kind of making me want to try Ninja Turtles again. That kind of is kind of making me want to just dive back in. I don't know. Um, I did think it was kind of funny. I haven't read the Marvel comics. I've seen some of the movies. How they were talking about play as all these iconic Marvel heroes, and it's like I don't know who most of these guys are. Like I knew Venom and Wolverine and Captain America and Spider Man, and I think Storm is one of the other X Men. The rest of them, I don't know who they are.
I don't know Marvel one unless they're like really popular.
Yeah, like everyone knows who Captain America is and Spider Man.
Yeah. This is my vanilla.
But yeah, a lot of these I actually don't know who they are. So clearly they pulled some of the older ones, or they pulled from the comics or something, which I think is an interesting change of pace. They clearly wanted to make it. This is a Marvel game. This is not necessarily just based on the movies, which is a fun way to go. Especially since with the 2D and the sprite, you've already got more of that comic art style going on. So yes, maybe I'll pick it up. I don't. When does this one come out again? I don't remember. Oh, don't do this to me, computer.
Watch and find out, buddy.
Yeah, see, like some of them, if you can get really good at these games where you get combos. Some of them are like grounded. Some of the characters like fly or something. I think it says, or like close range, aerial ace. I think is the word it uses for the flying ones. Lots of large sweeping attacks.
Pokemon.
Yes, like Pokemon. I actually thought of that when he said it too. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was
Four player
thinking.
co op. I feel like that's a baseline for a good beat 'em up, especially an arcade one. Four players, that makes it more fun. This, this is Holiday, isn't it? Yeah, maybe I'll pick it up if I'm interested. If I feel like I might enjoy that, then perhaps I'll give it a whirl. But we'll see. And then I think that was the last headline actually. Yep. Okay. What do you say before we jump into the hardware stuff? Let's just take a look at Pokemon. What say you?
Pokemon.
Um, So obviously we got the full reveal for Legend ZA on Pokemon Day. Usually when they put this stuff in the directs, it's not usually a lot of new stuff. It's more of like a summary and a cool trailer of like, here's what's coming in case you didn't watch the Pokemon Presents.
Mega Kangaskhan. I saw that.
Yeah, Mega Kangaskhan's back. uh, I was focused on that one. I don't remember if it was in the Pokemon Presents about like they looked like they were like gliding with their Rotom phone.
Yeah,
Um,
looks like it.
But yeah, so I was surprised when they revealed a major part of the game here, with the nighttime, how the aura changes as it calls it, uh, how it's that's when you fight the trainers in the Z, what is it, the ZA tournament, is that what it's called? It's the ZA something, where you go from rank Z to rank A, so we know at least part of the reason for the title being ZA. Uh, but
I mean,
I don't know.
in Z Zyger.
Yeah, well, obviously there's that. But like, yeah, before when it first was revealed, we're like ZA, Z2A, Z dash A. Like, what does that mean?
Zygarde Arceus.
That would be crazy if they just have another Arceus Legends game.
Another Arceus. Seek out all Pokemon.
But yeah, and I I didn't really know about the battle system at first. I'll still have to try to see if I like it. Um, I think it looks really fun. It's definitely a fun change of pace. It's a lot more like ZA Royale. That's what the tournament's called. Uh, but I really like. It's a nice change of pace. I don't know if it'll be a mainstay for the Legends games or if it's just these. This is gonna set a precedent where they just have experimental
You
battle
win.
styles.
Oh, so right when they challenge you, it immediately starts to fight. I
Yeah,
see.
and how you can like guide them where to go. It's a lot more like in the TV show, like how they show Pokemon battles working. Like here, we even see there's a Diggersby in the trailer. that like dodges an attack by using dig and still it.
Mega Alakazam.
Yeah, and then like we got megas. You still got all the moves there. I'm guessing maybe you'll like hold down a button and then just press one of the face buttons to choose your move, but I don't know. Uh, Not really sure how the story is gonna be. I think just more of a gameplay aspect is what's gonna make it good. And then I'm interested to see, is it just gonna transition from day to night, or is it gonna be a thing where it's like you have to go to bed at each night and that's what's gonna end the day? So, because I feel like if it just switches, that could be annoying. Where it's like I'm trying to catch Pokemon, I don't want to fight people right now, and plus that'd be a lot to
Please tell
load.
me you get Eternal Flower Floette.
I think so. I think ZA had his Floette, so possibly.
Yeah, ZA has Floette and XY, but it was never made obtainable to the player.
Wasn't even like an event? I thought there was an event for it.
No,
Hmm.
no.
We'll see.
Eternal Flower just, well, eternally not available to players.
That's a good one.
But at the same time, the coding was still in the game for it.
Hmm. Maybe it was like a canceled event.
I mean, because we've seen Pokemon YouTube randomizer challenges,
Yeah.
etc.
Where they get it.
Yes.
So yes, looks pretty interesting. Uh I think it's the fact that they revealed it over a year ago and I just got used to the game existence and then the reveal and stuff that I just watched. I didn't realize until I was watching it today. I'm like not like necessarily technically, just in terms of gameplay and stuff. This game looks really good. Like I haven't really taken in a moment to actually like think about that before. It looks like it's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Little bummed out that there's no release date in the trailer. I kind of is to be expected though. I don't expect to get a release date until usually they have like an August Pokemon Presents before Worlds. I think that's when we're gonna get the release date for the game.
Maybe.
But yeah, terms of starters, I am hoping that they get like unique evolutions along.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, are we gonna get new starter evos at the final
Well, there's
form?
a lot of people think that it's just gonna be new Mega Evos, so I'm not sure. I hope it's both, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which I guess if you have the new
Yeah.
base evolutions, then if they're gonna Mega Evolve, then there has
We
to be
see,
new like Megas.
we haven't even seen any of the new 2021 new megas are supposed to get.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they haven't showed any of those yet. I don't expect to see that in Nintendo Direct though. I'm sure that'll be in a Pokemon Presents.
Yeah,
But yes, I'd say this game looks really good. Any closing thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA?
for sure gonna
Yeah,
get
me
it.
too. Uh, Being that it's coming out late this year, I'm anticipating slash hoping that I will be playing it on my Switch too.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We are going. Oh shoot, where is it at? There it is. We are now going to move on to Virtual Game Card. I know FoodGuy was super excited about this part. So, for those of you who don't understand, they explain it how, like, you can take a game cartridge from one Switch and put it in another Switch and play that game. Wouldn't it be cool if digital games could do that too? And it introduces a way where you can, like, send digital games to different systems and play them on there.
uh,
Um, the part that confuses me that FoodGuy and I were talking about earlier is that, like, do you have to be on the same family plan to send them to like another person to play? Because it's like I don't know. Are you?
or what I was, or I was thinking, like, could we link our switches still? Just like, coordinate a system.
Oh,
Wait a
also
minute.
new circle on the bottom of the home screen for the
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, go back a little bit. Go back to the
Yeah,
circles.
yeah. So now we've got another one on there,
Oh,
starting to look a little cluttered.
Sorry, I thought I saw another circle from the virtual
That would be
one.
a crazy
No,
leak. So yeah,
it would be
I wonder
crazy.
if it's a thing where it's like you're not on the same family plan. If it's gonna be like you can play it on this system if your user is on there or your Nintendo account is linked. Which I really hope not. That's stupid. Just let people send games to their friends.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I do think it's cool that they have like with the family plan thing that you can send them to them. I feel like that automatically getting sent back after 14 days is a little unnecessary, but I guess if there's people in family plans with other people like online or just other friends or something, it keeps them from like straight up stealing your games, which is which is a good
yeah.
thing.
I'm just hoping that like there's no like suspension after the 14 days, and you can just like immediately send them back the game
Yeah,
if
like
they
if they want
want
to
it.
keep playing, just send it back. Oh, and keep their data
Yeah,
on there. Like don't delete their save data as soon as they send it back.
yeah,
And it also makes me wonder cuz like I know it's usually tied to the user or the console. I wonder if it's going to keep save data on the virtual game card. So, like, for example, if I were to send you a digital copy of Hollow Knight, let's say, and you open it on your Switch, is it going to still show that my save file is on there? Or is it just going to act like it's completely empty for you? Because actual cartridges usually act like they're completely empty based on what console they're in. I'm just not sure if the digital is
or
going to work the same
basically
way.
just create the same data on the console.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll do that, but I guess I'm not sure.
Cause you know me, Carter, it wouldn't be empty.
So yes, I'm hoping that you don't have to be in the same family plan to do that because then my friends and I
Yeah,
we can swap digital games around if one has one that someone else wants to try for a little bit.
yeah.
So
We'll find out in late
yes,
April.
oh man, what day is that? That yeah, it requires local communication, but only the first time. That's to be expected. I'm glad that it's only the first time though, because then you can just send them online. That's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Still would require an internet connection.
I do think it's funny. You go to this part. Oh, not quite that far.
Fucking switch on the
Uh,
switch.
it's like they're sending him to switch lights. No, is this too far ahead or is this too far back?
I like seeing that little animation of you giving the card to the other
That is
switch.
fun. It's when you lend it to family group members. Oh, oh
Lent out
shoot!
for
I just
two
turned the
weeks.
volume on by accident. I'm sorry if I jump scared anybody. Uh,
Lent out for 2 weeks.
so if you're listening to the podcast, you won't be able to see, but in the top it says Nintendo Switch Lite color availability may be limited.
That's great.
It's
Wait,
saying that
what?
the availability of each of the color of the Switch lights on screen may not be around forever. Like you're not even talking about the Switch Lite. I think it's funny that they had to put that on there.
Why did you need to include that bit?
I'm sure it's for legal reasons, but I don't know.
Nintendo's becoming a rich.
Um,
Kidding, kidding.
let's see. I was gonna. Oh yes, I was gonna say, FoodGuy, you brought up a good point when we were discussing this earlier. Um, Nintendo recently, I guess I don't know what day it is specifically. It's either like it already has been or it's like Saturday. Um, they are getting rid of eShop Gold points. Basically gold points were just like
Oh yeah,
free
right, I
money to
remember
use on
this.
games again. They're getting rid of that. At first, I thought, maybe it's just to promote their game vouchers, which I've never gotten, because usually I'm only buying one game at a time, and I'm never like, I'll buy a game voucher to save for another one. Also, the game vouchers are very limited as for what games you can get. There's no sort of system with it. It's basically just they're giving you money back to spend on the eShop. Food Guy, I guess I'll let you share what your point or what your thought was on maybe why they're doing that in relation to this.
So crazy idea, crazy concept. What if, because of this change, that they're overhauling the gold points?
Yeah, like maybe
Like,
this is why they're getting rid of them
yeah,
because like why would they let people just buy all the games and not make money off of them when they could have someone buy it and then they just send it around with the virtual cards? I
Yeah.
I think that's a really good theory. And
But that's just a
a
theory.
game
Again.
theory. Don't come after us, game theory. It was a joke.
You're not gonna come after us, dude.
Honestly, I'd be kind of honored, but like I'd also be scared. So yeah, these are super cool. We got this guy's just loaded up with games. He's sending them to his family members, playing Pikmin and Splatoon and Mario. All great games.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
trying to yeah, I feel like the automatic sending back after 2 weeks is a little unnecessary like I said, but there's a reason it's there. Oh, wait. It said something on there about save data.
Oh. Oh wait, it did.
Oh, why did it turn on volume again? Okay, it didn't.
Stop pressing M. Eh.
Uh oh, okay, yeah.
Save data will not be erased when destroying
So,
digital game
so
cards.
it'll
Yeah, there
keep
we
your data
go.
on there so it won't delete it. Okay, that's good. I clearly missed that the first time.
Same
All
here.
right, so yeah.
Otherwise, I would have already shut you down.
By navigating to online license settings and turning this setting to on, you can instead opt to connect to the internet to start up software. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
We'll find
Um,
out. We'll find out.
oh, does it have a date on here? It was later in April. I don't know if did they give us a specific date?
It just said late April.
Okay.
Well, he said late April as a software update.
Yeah, so sometime next month. I'm super excited for it. Uh,
Yeah, I see. Can't wait to tinker with
yeah.
it. I can't wait to send you scary horror games that I want you to
Send me
play.
Subnautica to make me play it on stream.
I'm gonna send you Subnautica and give you poor Nintendo Switch graphics, but at the same time it's gonna be scary.
Oh boy, I'm in for it, aren't I? But it's time to move on to the other hardware. I guess it's software for both of them because they're virtual game cards.
Yeah, it's
They're
two more
they're
chunks
not
you got
games.
left. Two more brandy
Nintendo
chunks.
Today. This was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I thought
What do you use?
we didn't, we didn't talk about Rhythm Heaven, did we?
No, that's a game.
Oh,
No, yeah. When I said hardware software thing, I meant yeah more Nintendo brandy things.
oh, gotcha.
No, that's
Sorry,
okay.
my bad.
Um, so when, first of all, before he went in to talk about Tomodachi Life, which we'll get to in a second, Takahashi said this next announcement or this next thing will be our last game announcement. Very clever wording because everyone just heard him say this will be our last game announcement. Whatever, people just was like, okay, this is the last thing. This is the end of the direct. He said last game announcement, which left the door open for Miyamoto to come in afterwards, so it could throw us all off guard. So at first people were like, he lied to us. No, he never lied to us. He said this is our last game announcement. This isn't a game. Just kind of a fun surprise.
I've played these games
Yeah,
before.
all right, buddy. You okay? But I was thrown off guard. Everyone was like, "Wait, what?" Well, that also happened with the virtual game card. When he said, "Please welcome Mr. Miyamoto," my first thought was, "Oh, he's gonna give us more information on the sequel to the Mario movie." Because I was like, "What else is here to talk to us about?"
Wait, what?
Yeah, did you not hear about them announcing the sequel to that? It was for Mario
No.
Day last year. They put out like a special short video. It basically just revealed the release dates for like Paper Mario and something else, another Mario game. I can't think of what, but yeah, they basically announced we're working on a sequel to the Mario movie. They gave a specific release date, which was really weird because that was early 2024. It was like April something 2026 is when the movie's coming out. So I thought that's what they were going to talk about, but
So they're working on a deadline? Working on a deadline?
Yeah,
Yeesh.
I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I thought he was here to talk about. And then he starts talking about Nintendo Directs, and I'm like, where is he going with this? He's like, we're starting a new channel to specifically for delivering news, and he says a new channel, so I'm like, so they're starting a new channel on YouTube? But he just meant a new
Yeah,
channel,
that's
like a new way to send out information. Um,
yes.
and I must say, I do like the tribute to the late Nintendo president Satoru Iwata with the direct to you, with the little thing by his eyes. That was the thing that Iwata always did. Rest in peace. I thought that was very nice. Anyways, so yes, then he's sitting here talking about. Okay, there's the thing. um, that this Yeah,
Oh, that.
the Nintendo Today app is what it's called, specifically with an exclamation point. Everywhere you see it, it's Nintendo Today with an exclamation point. Gotta point that out. Um, but
Point that out.
very clever. You can leave now. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
Um, but yes, so what this is it's a calendar and it's Nintendo News. Just an app. It's to give you its purpose is to give you Nintendo news, and on the calendar it'll put everything like this game releases here, direct here, such and such. It's like they have the Switch 2 live events in like Berlin and Amsterdam and New York and Tokyo and London, I think.
there's also like in-game
Yeah,
events, like
like in-game
Animal
events
Crossing,
like that. I didn't actually know that, but thanks for enlightening us.
and Splatfests,
Well,
etc.,
that's
etc.
that's really good. So at the beginning, when you go on, because it came out today, it says what game series are you interested in. I just tapped all of them because I just want to keep up with the news.
Fun fact: I actually beat CJ Mick to installing the app.
Oh, you're gonna hold this over me for the rest of my life, aren't you? The only reason that he beat me to downloading the app is because I had checked multiple times that day before I got up to that room where we talked. I literally went on the app store. I typed in Nintendo Today. That was like the third time that day I had checked since the direct to see if it was up yet. And
little did, little did he know, on the Google Play Store specifically, you had to click on the Nintendo, like the publisher Nintendo, and scroll on their apps till you saw Nintendo
yeah, I didn't
Today.
know. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a function of the Google Play Store.
Yeah, you can click on the authors of the games. You can see what other stuff they
Okay, well,
posted
I'll
to there.
remember that next time I am on the Google Play Store because I remember taking a long time to find Nintendo Music, like when it came out.
Oh yeah, that was probably also the same issue. You had to click on a Nintendo object in general and just click on Nintendo
Side note:
LLC.
Nintendo, please make
And
a
found
desktop version of Nintendo Music. Like,
it. Yeah, that'll go
mm-hmm.
hard.
Yeah. But anyway, so he's talking about that, and I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm downloading this just because I'm a Nintendo boy." Uh, and that was super cringy. I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, I was gonna say Nintendo nerd and then Nintendo men or Nintendo fanboy, and it just came out as Nintendo boy.
Oh boy, chat
Okay,
clip that.
chat, do not clip that. Do not clip that. Uh, but so I was like, okay, I didn't realize until I downloaded the app because I was like, again, only half listening because I forgot. I can't find my wireless earbuds right now, so I was listening to this whole direct with little to no audio the first time until I went around and rewatched it. Um, I didn't realize that there were like other things on there for each series. Like they have the Pikmin visual comics. They have like information like name that copy ability for Kirby. Just little tidbits of information, things like that. They made the app available today. They're not starting to give out information until the Switch 2 Direct next Wednesday. And they
About the
literally
Switch.
said in this day in the Direct that they are going to give out daily information on the Switch 2 through the app. I mean, it's probably gonna be stupid stuff like the Switch 2 has buttons, but like it's still something.
Switch 2 has
That's just in
buttons, the
the Switch
perfect
2
way to
has
explain
the
this.
Switch 2 will be returning Nintendo's classic A button. But still, that's cool. It's fun. It's a place to geek out about Nintendo, like I do on the internet right now. You're watching this, haha. Um, I, I, oh, I'm sorry.
But not even going to continue the joke. You're watching this on twitch.tv/TJ Official
Or on
on the
YouTube,
internet.
or you're listening to this as a podcast. Um, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Does he say anything else about the app? Oh yeah, there's like different themes based on what series you want. This is Animal Crossing
Yes.
theme. When he first pulls out the phone, he has the Mario theme up. I obviously have the Pikmin theme for mine because I'm just better like that.
I got the Splatoon
Yeah, you're a
theme.
Splatoon guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can also.
My math teacher's also a
Oh,
Splatoon
for real?
gal.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, like here, even they put directs on there. Nintendo Direct 3/27/2025. And here
Available to download after today's Nintendo Direct.
I will show you. They also have the function where you can put. Oh, I shouldn't show that on camera. Never mind. You can put like widgets on your home screen that'll like take you directly there or show you a
um,
calendar if it'll load. So yeah, like here, it still shows that because today is still the same day. You can't see it because the camera won't focus, but it says Nintendo Direct 3/27/2025. So that's fun. And then yeah, we've got the Pikmin motion comics, Pascal's Pearls of Wisdom for Animal Crossing, and then just what they've got like guides to the world of Super Mario. Okay. Or like little Splatoon music clips. So just all sorts of interesting things like that. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of yammering at this point. What do you have to say about Nintendo today?
I like it.
I like it very.
Honestly, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna
Ugh.
say very well spoken.
But yeah, yes, I have such a way with words.
Nintendo today is kind of a weird name. Like it's. I'm not used to saying that yet. Every time I start saying Nintendo and I'm talking about a phone app, I keep wanting to say Nintendo Music. So I don't know if I've said that in this recording.
Yeah.
Um, Nintendo Today. It's just like, not Nintendo News. I mean, today is fine. It's fun. I feel like I would have expected Nintendo News, but Nintendo Today is playful, so I don't mind. Oh yeah, and then the icon is the question mark block, which is fun.
So you hit the question mark to find out the news today.
Oh, I see what they were going for.
Just my little insight.
But yeah, any closing thoughts on Nintendo Today?
No,
Alrighty, it's quite good. Okay,
this
time
person.
to time to go into the big ones, at least the big ones in my head that we haven't covered yet. FoodGuy, which one do you want to start with?
Hang on, let me get back to you in a second. I'm saying
Okay,
stuff.
we got some bombshells in this direct. I didn't realize the two longest. Looks like the longest segments were Pokemon, Game Card, and Metroid in the direct.
Sorry, I was saying the in-game stuff for like ongoing events. All right,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Uh,
What do we got?
we've
What
got
do we
Rhythm
got?
Heaven, Tomodachi Life, and Metroid Prime 4.
Let's start with the Prime.
Okay, Metroid Prime 4. I haven't played through Prime 1, 2, or 3 yet. I have Prime Remastered. That's the only Metroid Prime game I have. I watched this trailer.
I have never played Metroid in my life, apart from like one Nintendo 2DS title.
Was it Samus Returns?
No, it was like Metroid Ball or something.
Metroid Ball?
Here, maybe my 2DS.
Oh man, I've got him digging out the 2DS. What have I done?
Oh no, it was like in arm's
Oh,
reach.
okay.
Don't worry. Oh, I still have it in the sleep. Or do I? Yeah, it was called Metroid Prime Blast Ball.
I've never heard of that game, or if I have, I don't remember it. But interesting. What did you do in this game?
Here, let me boot up
Oh,
and
that's
find out.
crazy.
We'll just go to. Oh, I remember this.
Are you being reminded of the good times?
Sort of like. It was sort of like Rocket League in a sense, but you have mechs and you shoot the
Oh, that's
ball.
actually kind of awesome. All right. Anyways, back to
Yeah.
Metroid Prime. So,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
get
that's fine. It's
sidetracked.
funny. Um, I have not fully played a Metroid game either. I'm really bad at video games. In case you haven't tell, we literally have a series on this channel called "Video Games Are Hard." And I'm especially bad at Metroid and Metroidvanias. So I'm really at a point. I don't know if it's like a phase or something where I'm like I want to get into Metroidvanias. I want to go through, and I want to get one done because they always intrigue me. It's just I end up getting frustrated because I get lost and I die a bunch and I don't know where to go or what to do. But that being said, I watched this trailer and I fell in love with Metroid Prime 4, and I'm like I need to play this. So first of all, we already knew this, but the game looks incredible. How is this a Switch 1 game? How is this not a Switch 2 game? I sincerely apologize to anyone watching on YouTube. This is just background footage. I know it's like a slideshow. Um, First of all, big open areas. This feels like the closest Nintendo has been to other like major like Xbox and PlayStation games in terms of scope, like a God of War or a Halo, things like that. Just big open area, lots of nature, very good graphics. That's like the feeling I get from this. Even more so than something like Breath of the Wild, which is definitely more open world, but just feels different. Yeah, we see Samus gets on this new planet with a big tree. Uh, the biggest thing, which we've got the scanning stuff like normal. The new gimmick thing in this game is I'm not sure if you caught this, FoodGuy. Samus gets psychic powers.
Yeah, I got that.
Like no frills, no silly specific name. Like straight up, she just gets psychic powers. Um,
Gotcha.
this is honestly, if anything, it seems like it's gonna be more of a puzzle solving element. Uh, like you can use it to open doors, but one of the things it says is that you can use it to like guide the direction of like your shots, which I think is interesting. And I'm guessing what it is that it's to reflect the psychic ability stuff is that the like her normal suit, the parts that are usually lit up green are in this game they're lit up purple, which I think is fun.
I literally saw someone during the live stream where they say Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but
I
Samus or
guess
Metroid.
that's fair. But yeah, so like opening doors, solving
Yeah.
puzzles, it seems like it'll like be more fun. It'll be more of a traditional action open world game. We've got these really weird aliens in the game. What's new for Metroid? These ones are actually speaking to her, which is interesting, calling her the chosen one. But the puzzle solving is making it seem like it's going to be more manageable. It's going to be a little more straightforward in terms of I know what I need to do, which is exciting for me because it's making me more hopeful that I will actually be able to play the game and not get too frustrated with it. So that's my hope there. I guess do you have anything to say about Metroid Prime, FoodGuy? Kind of just cover the
No,
major points there. I do think it's funny. The
no.
planet name is like View Forests or something. Let's start at the beginning and just look. Let's skip there. I think this was our first like major dose of gameplay that we've seen for this game. It was like a very quick sizzle, not sort of sizzle, but it's like very choppy. Yeah, view roast. Like it sounds just super much like the word view with like something put in it, where it's like other Metroid planets sound more just like alien words. Just minor point. Side note: the end of this trailer is cool because it's like you have all the reactors where it's like they're watching this, and then as soon as they see the thing where it's like coming in 2025, they're like, okay, we're ready to start. Oh shoot, did I go too far? They just start talking about it, and then it's like you've got that alien voice, and it's not done talking. It's like
Red
kind of creepy.
Samus.
Yes, we'll get to Red Samus in a second. First of all, small crash out moment. Why did we not get a release date for this game? They revealed it.
Why didn't we get
They re-revealed it at the June Direct last year, and they had some gameplay footage in it. Clearly, it wasn't as developed, but it's coming out this year. It's March, and we don't have a release date yet. That just seems kind of crazy. This must mean that it's probably coming out like November, October, if I had to guess. It must be later this year, which is weird because like every single game that was announced for this year in this direct, the major games that is announced for like later this year, like holiday, which I find strange. Like, do they have nothing in their lineup for the summer, or maybe they're just gonna really focus on Switch 2 for that part? A bunch of people are thinking that it's gonna be a Switch 2 launch title, and that's why they didn't say the release date. Sorry, I kind of cut you off there, food guy.
it would suck if that was a Switch 2
No, it's not
exclusive.
gonna be an exclusive. They just think it'll come out the same day, so it's like even though it's for the regular Switch, like people will buy a Switch 2 and play this game on it. Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
this is for the original Switch, but just sense of the backwards compatibility. Um, but yes, then after this we get a little Takahashi miniature yap sesh. And then we come to Red Samus. This is really confusing.
Red.
Uh, a lot of people think this is just gonna be a suit in the game, which makes sense because it does kind of just look like Samus. But we've got these weird prongs on the front and such. It looks sort of mechanical, but honestly, I don't know if anyone else has considered this. I wonder if this character, and I say character, I wonder if this is like another Dark Samus situation where it's like a clone.
That's what I was
Yeah, thank you.
thinking.
No one else has said that. Everyone's like, it's a new suit. It might be a new suit. But I feel like this is some sort of like, especially since they saved it for the end like that. I feel like this is some sort of new being that's being created as like a clone of Samus again. It's been,
Dark Samus Part 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
like it's got those weird things on the front that just look alien-esque to me. But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just a new suit that they're hinting at. I don't remember the last time Metroid got a new suit. I think it might have been Prime 2. Unless they put new suits in every game. I don't know, but this one look if it is a new suit, looks pretty cool. I think it's a new being, a new sort of alien Samus, Dark Samus Part 2 as you said. Looks great.
The Electric Boogaloo.
But overall, yes, in case you can't tell, I'm very excited for this game. I feel like they kind of crushed this trailer, except for the fact that there's no release date. Still disappoints me. But yeah, any closing thoughts, food guy? Sorry, I feel
No.
like I'm not giving you very much opportunity to talk. I feel like I
Hey, you're
need to give
fine.
you more opportunity to yap.
You're fine.
All right. Well, what say you that we move on to Rhythm Heaven next?
Me say
Okay.
yes.
Um. So Rhythm Heaven Groove. I have played Rhythm Heaven once. It was September of 2024. I
Rhythm Heaven Fever for the Wii
yes,
U.
yes,
For
I
the
played
Wii.
Rhythm Heaven Fever for the Wii.
Yeah.
I played it once. It belonged to one of my friends. Super fun. I loved it. And I was like, I want this. It's super expensive. Uh, saw that they had the DS one for around $50 at a store, and I was like, DS one doesn't look as fun as the Wii one. We'll see. And then I'm glad uh, we have been blessed with this trailer, and it's kind of nice how like to draw people in. They show like it's almost like a tutorial, and they show you how it's like this isn't as easy as it looks. You have to follow a rhythm, and you can get really good at it. Food guy, have you played Rhythm Heaven at all?
No,
Oh, that's okay.
unfortunately.
I've said, I've barely played it, but I've really enjoyed what I have. Uh, it's obvious you can see with this art style and such. It's a very quirky game. But and it seems super simple. It's almost like WarioWare in a way with like the sort of micro games.
I've played WarioWare
I
before. I
like
like that.
WarioWare. But yeah, it's super quirky. It's super addictive. If you like the rhythm aspect, because it's not just like a straight up rhythm game like a Guitar Hero or something like that. But it's still got those rhythm elements that are super addictive, and you kind of just get that like itch when you're watching that trailer. You're like, I want to make the guy jump. I want to play. I don't know if you had that.
Like this was one of the parts where my phone was in my
Oh, true.
pocket. I looked at like the white circle dudes and I thought it was just like a weird rhythm game because like I was barely paying
Mm-hmm.
attention because like there's no actual voice in it. It's literally audio
Yeah.
dialogue.
I remember I was so confused because when I first saw it, when the reveal first came out, I was like, "Is this Rhythm Heaven?" And then I saw the thing Rhythm Heaven Groove. By the way, very nice name. Just kind of music thing, you know. But I was
Groovy.
confused because I was like, I swear this is called Rhythm Heaven Groove, and I saw a video clip and it said Rhythm Paradise Groove, and I'm like, did they rebrand Rhythm Heaven? And I didn't notice.
Paradise.
Is it something to do? I don't know. What is it? And then I was like, because it was a YouTuber I was watching, I was like, his editor is from the UK. Is it just called something different there? Is it one of those situations? Yeah, Rhythm Heaven's just called Rhythm Paradise in the UK. It's it's one of those things where
Huh.
it's like the UK has a different name for some reason. So yeah, it is Rhythm Heaven here. Um, I love it. The music's really good, which is important for any rhythm game.
As much as I wanted to listen to the music, I was in orchestra
Oh,
class, to be fair.
yeah, that sucks. It's like when you're watching it throughout the day during the classes, it's awesome because you get to be there and experience it right away. But it's like you don't get the full experience because you can't watch all of it or you can't
Fully
listen
pay
to all of it.
attention to it
Yeah.
because there's so much stuff going on around you.
Before I left this morning, I was like, maybe I'll just completely stay off the internet and then tonight I'll just react to it live on stream. But I decided not to. I got too excited. I was like, we'll just talk about it. But yeah, Rhythm Heaven Groove. Oh, one more thing I do want to talk about. Uh,
Duck,
2026.
dog.
We're releasing this direct is in March. It's late March. Today's the 27th. why are you already putting out games for 2026? I think their goal was to show that like we're still going to be having support for the original Switch a little bit, like into the Switch 2's life, kind of like how they did that for the 3DS into the Switch's life. Just some smaller titles, but still notable. Just feels like this was really early to reveal a 2026 game, if you ask me.
Ah,
Speaking of 2026, should we move on to the last one?
let's end her with a bang.
So, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I did a live reaction to the June 2024 Direct, and one of the games that I said I wanted and that I've thought about I've wanted for a long time is a new Tomodachi Life game. I played the original on the 3DS. It's super fun. Everyone who's played it has said it's really fun. We all love it, and we're like, give us a new Tomodachi Life on Switch. And if anything, I was like, even I want a new one, but like I would honestly be fine with just a port as well. Just add some like online functionality.
Sort of like Miitopia
Yes,
in a
like Miitopia,
sense.
exactly. Um,
Yeah, but but with Miitopia, at least they add something
yeah, the horse.
new. Like another tower, a horse, better Mii
Yeah.
customization.
So, but then we go in, and at first, you just see island, and you're like, this could be anything. And I was one of the many. Well, I guess I actually someone had it spoiled for me by accident that Tomodachi Life was in the
The
direct.
person who launched it.
Yes, I didn't realize the first time I was watching, partially because I couldn't hear that this me farted. That's kind of funny.
I just saw the
A,
gas.
a bunch of people were like, "Is this Animal Crossing?" And then they saw the fart. They're like, "There's no way this is Animal Crossing." Um, the one of the striking things about me for this game is the art style. Like it's like cell shading, like Wind Waker. We've never seen that in like Mii's before. It doesn't look bad. It's just interesting.
Hmm.
So yeah, just
Are we getting another? Are you getting another Mii editor?
I think uh I was actually going to say something about that. Based on like the fact that we see like they have the mixed hair colors that change colors partway through. There's new hairstyles, uh, things like that. I think we have a chance of either getting a new editor or just getting.
Oh, old man Joffrey's
Yeah, I
busting
do
it
like the old man
down.
busting move. That's fun to watch. But yeah, then there's like we've got the characters. They have like regular Me Maker mouse, but then they have like lipstick over them, where it's like this is clearly suggesting that we're gonna have the makeup and wigs thing from Utopia, or something very similar, if not expanded upon, is what I'm envisioning. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I need to get a better picture for it here. Uh, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever had a game with Mii's that have visible ears,
Oh my god, that's actually. Oh my.
which is a weird thing to say, but it's like I noticed it.
Oh my god.
Did I just shatter your reality?
I'm having a Mandela effect now.
Yeah, I was like, I
Oh
thought
my
they had ears
god.
somewhere, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've had ears.
You are giving. You have gave me a Mandela effect. Dear God. Yes, you did shatter my reality. Oh my god, I haven't thought about
I
that.
didn't think about it at first either. I was like, just here it is. But yeah, I'd say there's definitely some sort of makeup or wigs thing here. Okay, then we get the logo and the title. I mean, I guess what was it like 2012 that Tomodachi Life released? I have to look it up. Let's see, Tomodachi Life. Um, let's Tomodachi Life 3DS release date. 2013. So yes, it's been 12 years. Uh, they decided to revise the logo, I think, unless it was it just different in Tomodachi Life? No, Tomodachi Life. Oh, like the other parts of the world had this like a very similar logo with the same font and the yellow sploosh and stuff. Um,
Yeah, there's the yellow sploosh, or it's either like
yeah,
slanted.
and then like but in America we've got this where it's like sort of coming out of like a sort of a speech bubble. And it's very sort of like sleek, almost modern. This
I was just scrolling through the Tomodachi Life
oh
images. I see the How to Share Me's guide by
yeah, you
IGN.
can share me's on there.
It's Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
It's the first thing that came
because
up.
at one point my brothers and I all had like or two of my other brothers and I all had separate 3DSs and copies of Tomodachi Life. We now have three copies of Tomodachi Life and one 3DS. Uh, so the one that I play most often, I actually inherited from my older brother. So he's got a bunch of Mii's on there that he either made or got from somebody. So he's
Oh
got like
no.
Jesus and Markiplier living in apartments.
I swear to God. You're going to go ham with the song editor if it comes
Oh,
back, are
you
you?
already know it.
Oh, no. That just came to realization when I saw a picture.
Oh, there is the
Like,
concert hall.
oh
Or is that
my
interiors?
God.
One of these is the concert. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. But anyways, we're gonna look at the logo and title. Living this dream. So obviously it's like you're on an island. So it's like this is the dream, but also in this trailer, one of the characters has a dream. They did have dreams in the first Tomodachi Life, but it's like that makes you wonder: is this whole thing a dream? Is there something more to do with dreams that we don't know about? I'm trying to look at like the stores. There's a store in the back called Quick Build. Is Are you like putting up houses? Because that's the other thing. They don't have an apartment building on this island. It's a bunch of like little houses, but it looks like there's way fewer than there were apartments in Tomodachi Life. So I don't know, like,
Are they going to keep Mi's in their
I don't know. Or are
basements?
you just gonna keep building houses? I'm just confused on how it's gonna work. I hope they don't make us like have less. And the whole perspective of it all, I feel like it gives it more of like a sort of like a Sims feel with that sort of top-down perspective. But I don't think it'll be like that in the final product. I think that's just how they're showing it. I'm. I saw a thing. I think they're gonna have an online functionality. Quick build. Clearly, you're gonna be building some stuff. I was trying to look at some of the stores. I almost don't want to look though. I almost want to keep it a surprise, but we'll see. I wonder if they'll have something new that's also like akin to the concert hall that you'll be able to make something else. And then we get this funny thing where one of the Mii's like runs forward and becomes super big. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about where it's like this is a Mii maker
Oh,
mouth.
uh.
This is a Mii maker mouth, but it's got lipstick on, which the normal one doesn't, which suggests. And then there's like blush.
This reminds me of the scenes in uh, Utopia. Yeah,
Yes, very
Utopia.
similar. Scenes in Tomodachi Life and Miitopia very similar, same sort of deal. But yes, so
Yeah, except Utopia has the
yeah,
fighting.
just like the humor is very similar. And clearly they know part of the charm was the super weird, bad, like sort of robotic voices that they gave to all the Mii's in the original Tomodachi Life to make them actually speak, and they're kind of creepy, but it's
Yeah.
funny. So they kept that for this, and they like all say the title, and it sounds kind of unnatural, but that's part of why it's funny. So they
Utopia.
Yeah. So they did that, and then yeah, they've got the dream where the person runs up and becomes huge, and it just says in a super deep voice like, "You wanted to talk to me." So super random, but very funny. And then she's like, "Oh, it was just a dream." When she wakes up,
Yeah, that's so similar to
but it's
Utopia. So much similar to
it's
one of
also
the
on the nose
scenes.
because it's like the game is called Living the Dream.
Ha!
So, I finally
Funny.
got my new Tomodachi Life. Oh, I forgot to put it on there. Yeah, this is another 2026 title. I know it's to show support, but like, why are we showing these in March? And you're basically telling us that we're gonna have to wait at least a year, if not like a year and a half.
They're gonna make us cripple Nintendo.
But don't worry, we'll wait. We'll be patient. Like I said, with what was it? Legend ZA. I should say that for Metroid and Rhythm Heaven too, along with this. I'm hoping that this means I'll just be playing all of these games on my Switch too. So
Yar.
that'll be awesome. Uh, I'm super excited. Any more thoughts on Tomodachi Life?
Sorry. Yeah, looks interesting.
I agree.
Funny, quirky. But at the same time, you're gonna bring a lot of hell whenever you get that whenever you get that song
Mm-hmm.
editor. I still remember when you brought that 3DS once and you did did the song maker.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what kind of song I made. Chat, did I? Oh yeah, I did show you. I can't. This is giving me the itch. It makes me want to play Tomodachi Life, but I'm scared to because my 3DS is broken right now.
Oh, you're right, because you broke
Yeah,
the
the plastic's
hinge.
broken. We delete or not deleted. We ordered a thing um to get it fixed. So, it'll be back in business soon. But
Yeah.
any final thoughts on this here Nintendo Direct?
No, I say we're all caught up, and we're just gonna have to be ready for April
Yes,
2nd.
we'll be back in a less than a week doing the same thing. I can't promise it'll be on that Wednesday. Did they ever officially say? I guess everyone's just been thinking it. Are they revealing Switch 2 games next Wednesday? I'm pretty sure they are.
They said Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Yeah, so I get probably games and then just hardware in general. We're gonna find out what that mysterious button does,
We're gonna figure out how the
or
mouse
if it
works.
actually has a mouse or not.
Yeah,
But
and what that meant by the exception of
yeah,
games,
we'll see.
possibly.
I well, and let's give this direct a rating out of 10. 7.
7.
I like that. I'm gonna give it an 8. It has some lower lows, but it has some pretty high highs. I was very pleasantly surprised. Excuse me. With what we got, I was not expecting any new game announcements. I'm a little bummed that they're super far away, but these are things that people have been asking for forever, and I've super excited to play Metroid Prime 4. I was not expecting to enjoy that trailer that much and to get so hooked. So, it's getting very late. It is 11 o'clock. Uh, we better call this Yap session. FoodGuy, thank you so much for being here with me. I'm hoping that you'll be willing to join me again next week to talk about the Switch 2.
You betcha.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, I'm sure I'll be back to stream tomorrow and over the weekend. But for now, we got to call it a night. Thanks so much for listening, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time. Wave to the camera and say goodbye, FoodGuy. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Enjoy your games.